Okay, so for part 2, I just had to upload part 1 and then delete it off my camera and then start recording part 2 because storage issues. My SD card basically closed itself off and it doesn't have a password or anything to get into it, and I fought with it and fought with it and fought with it, and it's still busted, so I just need to get a new one. Alrighty, so on to number 7. Do you have a deity, god, or goddess, and how did you connect with them? So for a long time, I didn't have an actual, deity that I was working with, and I felt like I needed one, which I know is a thing. They're like, don't feel like you actually need to find one because it's not a big deal if you just want to work with energy, very vague energy, which I did for a long time, and then kind of tried out a few deities that I didn't really connect with, and so this is actually a lot more recent than when I started. So my patron at the moment is Hades, and we actually connected really well at first. And I've only been working with him for probably about a month, maybe 2. And it seems to be going really well. And I keep finding, things that I wouldn't normally notice. There's an entire mint plant growing outside of the library, as you'll see on my Instagram if anybody's following me on Instagram, or on Tumblr, yeah. And so that's been a journey, and I don't know, I enjoy it a lot. And also at the moment, my matron is Selene, as I mentioned earlier. I actually kind of looked into a lot of moon goddesses, and none of them really clicked, I guess, with me. So then I had to go into a meditation, and just a forewarning, I'm terrible at meditating, awful. If I'm laying down and meditating, I will fall asleep. If I'm sitting up, I can't really get, I don't know. I just feel like other people have an easier time doing it, or maybe I'm just crazy and everybody is doing it the same way, and I'm just not, I don't know. I don't feel fully immersed, I guess, in my meditations. Okay, and I actually will show you the altars later. I've got some very simple matron-patron altar set up on the shelf that's over here. But I will do that. I will get to that later. That'll be a separate video. Alrighty, number 8. What is your favorite incense or smudge? So, I'm still looking for Palo Santo. I would really like to try that. Smudge is just go-to white sage. I use that a lot. And incense, basically anything that smells nice. I think right now I've got cherry orchid or something burning. Number 9, have you ever had to clear a space of negative energy? So yes. When I was a kid, actually, my parents had incense, not in the witchy sense, but they just had it because of, our house was about almost 200 years old. So we kind of, you couldn't walk in there without feeling 200 years worth of energy in that house, and it was, not all of it was good, barely any of it was good, and we actually burned sage when I was a kid, and I knew what it was for, but it didn't have, a spiritual connection until I actually bought some. And when we moved into this new house, that back room back there was, it's full of stuff now, but when it was empty, it was really creepy in there, so I kind of did a ritual with the incense when we moved in. Alrighty, and number 10, what is your favorite witchy show or movie? So I just started watching the brand new Sabrina that came out. It's pretty good. Other than that, I have watched a little bit of Charmed, but usually it's not really what I'm looking for. It's kind of an overall, we're witches and we're gonna do this, but it's not the kind of show that I would actually watch for realistic stuff. What do you do to help raise energy before spell work? So same thing. I'm not really good at spells. I don't really do spells a whole lot yet. That might change. When I do a meditation, though, I do have the, shamanic music going, and I do some incense. Incense usually helps me a lot. Or, yeah, candles, usually, just basic stuff. Number 12, do you see yourself helping others magically? So I would love to do readings. I am not an expert at tarot by any means, but I would love to do tarot readings for people. I have done tarot readings for people in my family. But I just don't want to, like, I don't know, I'm not that good at it yet. Like, I don't have that much experience, so. All right, 13. What is your preferred form of divination? Tarot. I go to tarot. I have the pendulum, the malachite pendulum that's in the car at the moment, that I used to use, but now I just normally use it for protection. Then I bought my boyfriend this brass one from the witch store in the place we used to live. 14. What element do you work with most? So I am a born earth sign. I'm a Virgo, but I like water. I like water a lot. So probably water and kind of getting into earth, but not really as seriously. As of now, I don't do a lot of element work. 15. If you throw a party, which YouTube witches would you invite? Molly Roberts. Definitely Molly Roberts. I just started watching Water Witch Niaya. She really hasn't put out many videos recently, but I really like her old stuff. I know there's a ton of others. If I can, I will put the links to all of them down below so that you can go check them out. And a lot of them are actually beginning YouTubers, so I'd also like to give them a lot of, you know, maybe some watch time and some subscribers and everything else. And 16, what are your witchy goals for the new year? So I haven't really done that much. Samhain was supposed to be the witch's new year, but we were in somebody else's house, and I couldn't really do anything for Samhain. I had a tiny little altar set up that I didn't even know I'd be able to set up, and it was kind of a sad Samhain. So I might actually start doing some like resolutions for New Year, which is coming up. It's December today, so it's almost the New Year. Alrighty, so that is the 16 witchy questions tag, and my camera is telling me that it's almost out. So we're gonna end this here, and I hope everybody enjoyed. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.